Hey folks, today we're diving into a question that's been buzzing around the classic car community. Could a Volkswagen Beetle be your next project car? Now, I know what you're thinking. A Beetle? Really? But let me tell you, these little bugs have a lot more going for them than you might think. First off, let's talk about why the Beetle might just be the perfect project car for you. These cars have a history that's as rich as the coffee you're probably sipping right now. From its humble beginnings in the 1930s to becoming a global icon, the Beetle has seen it all. And you know what? That means there's a wealth of knowledge, parts, and passionate enthusiasts out there ready to help you on your journey. One of the biggest questions I get is, how easy or challenging is it to restore or modify a Beetle? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a deep dive into the world of Beetle projects. Ease of restoration. First things first, let's talk about restoration. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Restoring any classic car takes time, patience, and a bit of elbow grease. But here's the thing. The Beetle might just be one of the most forgiving classic cars out there for a first-time restorer. Why, you ask? Well, for starters, the Beetle's design is beautifully simple. Pop that rear engine cover, and you're not looking at a maze of wires and hoses. Nope, you're greeted by an air-cooled engine that's about as complicated as a lawnmower motor. Okay, maybe a bit more complicated, but you get the idea. And let's talk about that body. Unlike some classic cars that seem to rust if you just look at them funny, the Beetle's body panels are relatively simple to work with. Sure, you might find some rust around the floor pans or heater channels, but with a bit of welding know-how, or a friendly mechanic, these issues are far from insurmountable. But here's where the Beetle really shines as a restoration project. Parts availability. I swear, you could probably build an entire Beetle from scratch with aftermarket parts alone. Need a new fender? No problem. Brake drums? Easy peasy. Heck, you can even get brand new body shells if you're feeling really ambitious. Modifying your bug. Now, let's say restoration isn't your thing. Maybe you want to put your own stamp on a Beetle, really make it your own. Well, folks, you're in luck because the world of Beetle modifications is as vast as it is exciting. Want to turn your bug into a beach cruising Baja? There's a kit for that. Dreaming of a slammed hot rod style Beetle? You can make it happen. Or maybe you're thinking of something really wild, like stuffing a Porsche engine in the back. Trust me, it's been done. And it's glorious. The beauty of modifying a Beetle is that you're limited only by your imagination, and maybe your budget, but we won't talk about that. The aftermarket support for these cars is incredible. Want to upgrade your carburetor? You've got options. Thinking about disc brakes? Go for it. Heck, you can even convert your bug to electric if you're feeling particularly adventurous. But here's a word of caution. With great power comes great responsibility. It's easy to get carried away with mods, so always keep in mind the car's limitations. Remember, it was designed in the 1930s, so while you can certainly teach an old dog new tricks, you don't want to push it too far. The Beetle community. Now, I've saved the best for last. You see, when you buy a Beetle as a project car, you're not just getting a car, you're joining a community. And let me tell you, the Beetle community is something special. I can't count the number of times I've been at a gas station or a car show and someone's come up to me with a story about their old Beetle. Maybe it was their first car, or the car they took on their honeymoon, or the car they drove across the country in college. The stories are endless, and they're always told with this gleam in the eye, this nostalgia that's just infectious. And when it comes to getting help with your project, forget about it. There are forums, Facebook groups, local clubs, you name it. Got a question about carburetor tuning at 2 a.m.? Post it online, and I guarantee you'll have answers by breakfast. So, could a Volkswagen Beetle be your next project car? Well, that's a question only you can answer. But if you're looking for a classic car that's relatively easy to work on, has incredible parts availability, endless modification potential, and comes with a built-in community of enthusiasts, then I'd say the humble Beetle deserves a spot on your short list. Remember, the joy of a project car isn't just in the finished product, it's in the journey. The skinned knuckles, the late nights in the garage, the triumph of hearing that engine fire up for the first time. That's what it's all about. And with a Beetle, you're in for one heck of a journey. So what do you think? Are you ready to join the Beetle Brigade? Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And hey, if you've got a Beetle project of your own, share some pictures. I'd love to see what you're working on. That's all for today, folks. Until next time, keep those wheels turning and those engines humming. See you on the road.